back here again here on the Grave Digger Report. Jeremiah Graves, aka the Grave Digger. So we have a great guest today by the name of James Hawkins, Albany State Ram, Dirty Blue defense. What else can I say about this man? Cornerback. He's going to the HBCU Legacy Bowl down in New Orleans. He's about to show out. Let's see what he has to say. James, what's going on, my man?
What's up, man?
How's everything going for you, man? You got the Dirty Blue defense, warm-up jacket on, man. I see you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know I gotta rep that dirty blue, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So look, man, I know the accolades is already out there, man. 2019, you were Fountain City Classic, MVP of the game. And also you just recently received your invite to the HBCU Legacy Bowl and down in New Orleans, so I know you're going to go ahead and do your thing, man, at the corner position. Other than the accolades, I know there's more to you other than just the football accolades. You're doing some great things, on the classroom, inside the classroom, and actually outside in the community as well, too. But just for the listeners, viewers, and also for the followers, tell them a little bit about yourself, man, here on the Grave Digger Report, champ.
All right, yeah, man. So, I'm, from Atlanta, Georgia. Math major from Albany State. Currently, I'm in grad school. I'm actually doing data sciences, and yeah, man, I'm a worthy member of the Dirty Blue. It's my, it's my school, it's my defense. You know how we get down.
Right.
Yes, sir.
I definitely understand, man. As of right now, man, you'll be attending the HBCU Legacy Bowl, in New Orleans, and I know you recently got that invite. But prior to this invite, you were connected to the HBCU Pigskin Bowl as well too, and you were able to receive that invite. With all these accolades, and you're going to be playing, on the NFL Network down in New Orleans, and you're going to be speaking to scouts. You're going to be being interviewed by a different press conference. So it's definitely an honor to have you on the show on the Grave Digger Report. How does that feel? Just coming from Atlanta, Georgia. You stated, prior to while we were speaking, you weren't highly recruited coming out, and now you're here at that platform. How does that feel as of right now for you?
Man, honestly, it's just a blessing just to, stay down and work all the time that I've been working and to see the benefits come, just from staying down and really working and just trusting in God.
I definitely understand. And I know that as of right now, you have a nice family, a huge base as far as for the community. How do they feel about it?
They're excited. I got the whole family, I got the whole community behind me. I love the support that, Fayetteville brings me. The people that I'm working out with, they making sure that I'm on point, like I'm just really ready to, go and showcase my talents.
Understood. Now, prior to, these invites to these bowl games, and you going to Albany State, give us, a rough draft of what took place prior to these invites. We're talking about during COVID, you were able to work out. How were you able to work out during COVID that had these type of invites, your senior year?
So COVID, just being at home, I really took advantage of just pretty much the world being at a standstill. Me and my homeboys, we had actually invested in creating a gym in the garage, and we called it the Dungeon. And so from there, we was working pretty much every day, like 2, sometimes 3 times a day, like really just getting to it. And so I carried that same work ethic over, into Albany coming back, once we were able to go back to school. And like I feel like a lot of other teammates, they felt the same passion, the same grit that I felt. And we really just put it all together, day in and day out, got closer as brothers, and going into 2021, we was really just on that,
Yeah, I definitely understand. For the Dirty defense, so I know for the Dirty Blue defense, you definitely have yourself, you definitely have Steven, and then you definitely have the corner, that transfer from Georgia, that's making some splashes in the water. He was already that guy. He was on the I'm about to say his name. He already know who he is.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I mean, you guys are just one of those defenses in the SIAC that's able just to run, run the table and run it. So things, just for yourself, how does that feel far as just being, a part of that and being a leader?
Man, it's honestly a blessing just to, be around the level of athletes that I'm around, and for, a lot of these people a lot of the other teammates that I have to look up to me. Like, I really take responsibility, and I really, try to make sure that not only am I on point, but I'm making sure that everybody else is on point. Because I know at the end of the day, like, other schools, they see Albany State, they see that dirty blue defense, and they know they got to come with it. And I'm knowing they're gonna come with it, so I'm gonna make sure we come with it.
Gotcha. Now, as far as in the secondary, I know it's you that's making havoc. These are names. I know it's other cornerbacks, but it's you, Trey Bishop. You guys are just out there. You got Pierre, outside linebacker, and sometimes he can cover the flats and just doing everything. How did you guys, you three, you, Trey, and Steve, how did you guys just collaborate just to be able to be, the all-star stellar guys that you are, on that defense?
It really just came over time, and really just everybody taking the personal time to understand the playbook and understand how each puzzle piece fits. And then just with more time and more reps and more just understanding how each one of us move, like, things really just slowly molded together the way they needed to be.
Right. Now, I know that Trey received his HBCU Legacy Bowl invite, so he'll be headed down to New Orleans to work out in front of the NFL scouts, such as yourself as well, too. So how does that feel to have another teammate with you going on a plane, going out in New Orleans, working out in front of the NFL scouts, interviewing, going to career fairs, and also just being a part of that culture, the HBCU as the top athletes of HBCU? How does that feel?
Man, like I said, it is honestly a blessing. Like, because like I said, coming out of high school, I wasn't really highly recruited. And like, I knew at the end of the day, the kind of talent that I possessed, I knew, the kind of player that I was, and I just needed the school to take a chance on me so I could, show them what I could do. And I'm blessed that Albany State was that school,
Yeah, I definitely understand that. I know I had to add Trey Bishop because I believe that he should have got an invite to the HBCU Legacy Bowl too. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
So like all three of you guys should have went, and various schools have, other selections as well too. So, Gravedigger Report definitely wants to give a shout out to that. But you going forward, man, let's get, just cut to the chase, man. You got a shot at the NFL. That's just the reality. You weren't highly recruited coming out of high school. You had a small school, HBCU, which I know definitely about. How do you feel at this moment being able to showcase your skills on that platform as of right now?
Man, I'm honestly excited. Like, I've been, praying and begging for this opportunity, and to know that, it's here. Like, I've been putting in the work in and day out. And I'm just ready to, show that I've been putting in, 1% every day.
Exactly.
Ready to showcase on that stage.
Noted. Now, as far as for you being able to play, the cornerback position and being able to play, multiple positions within the secondary, which position do you feel comfortable with in the secondary to play on the next level if given a chance?
Man, like I said, I could play anywhere, but my main position, where like I feel the most comfortable at, where I just know like, oh yeah, this is me. Man, I love that I love that nickelback. Like, playing in the slot. Like,
why? Tell me. What's up?
Like, I can go and cover the slot. I'm fast enough. Like, I already have the corner background where I can cover the slot. But also at the same time, like, I'm not like a smaller corner. Like, I'm still willing to go up and set the edge. You send me on a blitz, I'll go and steal the block. I'll go and do all that. Like, I'm a heavy hitter. I don't run from the smoke. That's my thing.
Hey, only smoke I smell is when, in the kitchen. That's it. That's the only smoke I know. That's it. Good man here on the Gravedigger Report. So and then on top of that, with the platform of you being able to play on the NFL Network, that's gonna, give everyone at the HBCU Legacy Bowl, as far as the participants, that format to showcase their skills, other than, when they're playing on ESPN3 or, playing on the smaller, scales, but big games, and hell of an athletes, so that's going to be great. Now, check this out. We know that for yourself that in 2019 that you were Fountain City Classic MVP, and that's when you started really making some waves. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but some of the stats, that I think that you blocked some punts, some punts, so there were more than one or two. And
it was multiple. It had some touchdowns too.
So all right, so let me reiterate. So you was able to block some punts, and then after that, you were also able to, score some touchdowns. And on defense, man, let's have a recap about that. So because that's what really puts you on that platform to where we were like, okay, who is Mr. Hawkins?
So that season, that specific game, I had blocked 3 punts, scored 2 touchdowns, and then it's crazy because that following year I got another block punt for a touchdown, and then even this past year I got another block punt for a touchdown.
So you know what, man, you're not gonna play. So what you gonna do at HB? So what we looking at for the HBCU Legacy Bowl game? So what we talking about? HBCU Legacy Bowl. What we talking about? Because you're healthy, you've been working out, you're getting ready for this, and after that, you're going to be getting ready to work out in front of scouts and start doing your thing like that and start, having that energy for the next level. What we looking like on the 25th, man, and down in New Orleans? What's taking place? And the Gravedigger Report will be there.
Man, 25th, the Legacy Bowl, man, I'm about to go down there and strap up and do my thing, man. Like I said, I've been working. I'm ready for this opportunity, man. Like, it's just, like, I feel like this is God's calling, Like,
yeah.
I'm just ready to get down there and do my thing.
I definitely understand. So let's shift gears for a little bit. So with interviewing with scouts and, looking at teams and looking at schemes and franchises, as they speak to you, what are some of the most key components and attributes that scouts need to know about James Hawkins from Albany State Dirty Blue defense?
I'm a very versatile and very adaptive player. Like, you could put me in any scheme, in any form, any shape, any way, and I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna do things to the T. I'm gonna do things the way that they're supposed to be done. And on top of that, I'm a special teams player. Like, it's not too many players that want to go out there and do special teams. I'll go out there and do special teams. If you need somebody to go out there and block on kick return, I'll go block on kick return. You need somebody that go out there and flip the game and go block a punt, I'm the one to go and block the punt. I'll be the momentum shifter. Like, I'm that person.
Gotcha. I think that's how you first got your start though, right? When during your your classification, I think around freshman to sophomore year, you had some all conference defensive backs in front of you, first team all conference, and in order for you to get on the field, you had to be able to showcase your playing ability on the special teams, and out there gave you that flavor and that rhythm of your playing style. And then when the position was able to be, obtainable, it seemed like you just went ahead and not only did you take it, you ran with it because, I don't know if going to the HBCU Legacy Bowl is one of your gifts, but, one of your gifts as far as your goal that you was going for, but here you are now on this platform and you're going to be able to showcase that. And that just speaks volumes and words, who you are, on the field and, the player, who Mr. James Hawkins is. Now, speaking about some of the great things that you've done off the field, as of right now, you graduated, so you have your bachelor's and you're in grad school as of right now, and you're studying in mathematics, which is, to go to school for mathematics, you got to be smart, James, so like, yes, so what's taking place in the classroom for you, man, down at Albany State, man?
Right now, so right now I'm actually taking online classes with Purdue University. But when I was down at Albany State last semester, it was a different switch up, having to go from practice to grad classes, because it's not the same as undergrad classes where you in class with people that's around your age and stuff. You walking into class and it's other really older people that just got off work. Y'all meeting one time a week and that's it. Right. So it's definitely been like a complete switch of gears. But I feel like I found my rhythm. Like, I figured out how to make this happen, and like now I'm just chugging, putting in the work, just ready for this diploma.
I understand. I definitely understand, man. And you're going to do some great things too. And shout out to the HBCU Legacy Bowl because they're going to have a career fair down there for you fellas, so you guys can entertain employment attainment skills, as far as what that next level looks like. And, they're doing some great things down there, man. So definitely hats off to them. And I know you would definitely take advantage of it, just as well as the other players. Now, just to speed it up a notch, and we're looking at the trajectory of your NFL pro day that you're going to have at Albany State. What is the mindset and the emotions and thoughts and feelings, towards where you're headed as far as for your NFL pro day? Because as of right now, you're going to have this HBCU Legacy Bowl. You're going to be working out in front of them. You're going to be meeting. You're going to be doing all those great things. They have some fun events for you guys and etc. How is it going to look for you going into your pro day, where you're going to have scouts there just to see you, and also be able to see, other players for Albany State as well? How does that meet some of your goals?
That actually exceeds some of my goals. Like I've always, had high dreams for myself, always wanted to, aim for the stars. But like I said, just to see a lot of this stuff just happening in real life, like real time, like it's really just a blessing. And like I said, I've been just putting in the work, just doing what I need to do. So, once the time comes, I can go and showcase my skills in front of these scouts. Like they're gonna know, like, hey, like this is our guy. This is who we want.
Exactly. So you have Big Grove that plays for the Indianapolis Colts. He came from Albany State. He shed some light on that, and he just signed that big deal, and he's doing some great things. And he's from that area as well too. So we know that players come from that conference, that SIAC conference, and it's just great to see you, James, and there's other additional players who have interviewed from that conference and also from Albany State that is making some huge headlines, moving forward in their athletic ability. But one thing I wanted to say to you, James, is that here on the Gravedigger Report, we wish you nothing but the best as you go further in your journey. You're always welcome back. We're definitely going to, chop it up when we get down to New Orleans, man, and be able to meet face to face and go from there. But I was able to just to feel some of your playmaking ability just by watching some of your film. When you have a guy that's such of your talent that's able to block punts and block multiple punts in games and also touchdowns from the block punts in games and do that periodically, from different, secondary positions, that just speaks volumes, who you are. It speaks volumes of the defense, speaks volumes from the coaching. It also speaks volumes of the school as well too. So we wish you nothing but the best here on the Gravedigger Report. I want to give you your flowers now, man. And I'll see you in New Orleans, my man.
All right, I thank you for this opportunity, man. I'll see you down in New Orleans.
All right, my man. You take it easy.
Thank you. You too.
Yes, sir. So that's it. Another episode here on the Gravedigger Report. Jeremiah Graves, aka the Gravedigger. You can follow me on the Gravedigger Report at Gmail, or you can follow me on my website, www.thegravediggerreport.com. Until then, be safe, keep the faith, and stay up.